Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to my channel for all kinds of wire art and jewelry making tutorials and live streams. Today I'm making some woven hoop earrings. Now these were inspired by my live stream last week making woven rings using the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit. Laura had an amazing suggestion to make hoop earrings with the same style, and she actually made some and sent me some pics with some beads, which are super awesome. Today I'm going to make plain wire ones. What you're going to need for this project is wire. You could use 22 or 24 gauge wire. I'm using the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit. You can do it freehand if you want, or check out my live stream to see alternative methods. I have my tools and I have some earring hooks. So here's the setup for the jig. Basically, I put 12 pegs in a row. You can also nail some nails into a wooden board or use pins in a pegboard. I'm going to use the wire that is 24 gauge, so it's a little lighter weight. And how I did it previously, I started in the middle and worked back and forth. I got really mixed up with my crisscrosses in the live stream, so Joan suggested that I just start at one end and go back and forth. So we're going to try that. We'll start at one end. I'm going to leave a little bit of wire here, and I'm just going to weave it back and forth. So back and forth, and hold it in place so that it doesn't hop off the pegs. Go back and forth, and then when you get to the end, you're just going to twist it around and come back. Now you're going to do as many rows as you want to make it as wide as you want. As you go, just push it down so they don't pop off. When you get to the end, just flip it around and work your way back. So I did 4 rows. You can try more if you want, and then we're going to pop it off the jig, but be very careful that it doesn't come apart. I'm going to hold it on this end, take another wire, and just wind this around a couple of times to hold it in place. You could do like say 2 or 3 times, and then just go to the next one, bring it around like 2 or 3 times depending on the effect that you want. We can do it around 3 times, and then just keep bringing it around, wind it around like 2 or 3 times, whatever you think looks good. So just slowly, like skip to the next intersection, bring it around 2. It's a little tight with 3, but it still works, and then twist it so you can see where you're going. Bring it around to the next one and bring it around here. If they get a little bit like out of place, just use your pliers to get them together again. 1, 2, 3, and then we have just one more kind of intersection here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we can just clip that end. So we'll just clip that one off. And this one too, make sure if you want to go around 3 times, you do the 3rd time there. And then you can pinch in the end. So now we have, these that are all kind of wound together there. It's a little wonky, but you can definitely play around with it. And then to make it into a hoop, we're just going to take these ends. We'll deal with those after. To make it into the hoop, we'll just bring it here and bring it around the ring cone. Bring it like a little smaller than what we need. And then we have a couple of options. We can add a separate wire to make a clasp in there, or we could simply make a complete loop, and then we can attach these ends together. So just take this end, wind it through here, and this one we can wind it through the other way just to tighten up that loop. And then we can put it, bend it around, and then bend that one through here. You can see you can make the wire that goes through the ear. We'll do that after. So now we're going to tighten that one in here. And then you can use this one to pull it through, and then this one here, we're going to pull it through here. We're just attaching the loops together. and then through there. And when you're winding the wire around, you can add beads. That's no problem at all. So we're going to go here. And then from here, you can add a earring hook. So you can either have it like facing that way, or you can have it facing that way, depending on what you do. So say you want to face it this way, we can just add like an extra loop on there so it's more centered. We'll just twist them together a little bit. You can even like make a little twisty like that if you want. I'm just improvising here. And then we're going to just twist it as much as you think you need for the loop, bend it back, and then make a loop at the top. And we're just going to twist these ones around. We'll just clip it. And then from there, if you want it facing that way, you can just put your earring hook. So we'll just put the hook, stick it on there. So that would be how you would put the hook on there to face it out that way. So I ended up having just enough to do 4 rows with the 22 gauge wire, and now we're going to twist these together. To twist them together, you can get a thinner 24 gauge wire, and you can always start with this end here, slide the wire underneath, and then just bring this one around. So you have a starting point for the wrapping. So you could do that. If you're worried they're going to come apart, just take a separate wire and bring it up here and kind of tack it in place with this. And this wire you can remove after, but it's just going to hold it in place temporarily. So now you can remove them from the jig. So we have them all stacked up. This piece we'll take out after, and then now we can go ahead and wind our way back here. Hold it in place, and this time I'm just going to do 2 rounds on each one. So we're just going to make sure they're stacked up. And bring this one around, go around twice, pull it tight so it stays together. And the next one here, bring it around twice. The first few are going to be a little bit tricky to get them all lined up, but you'll get the hang of it. So we're going to go this one. The 22 is definitely more stiff than the 24. It's going to be a little harder on your hands, so if you're sensitive and you have delicate hands, use the 24 gauge wire. Now we could take this wire off. It was just temporary to tack those in place, and then we can just bring this one, push these together and bring it around there. So now we can clip that, give it a little pinch. This end too of the 24 gauge, we could give it a little pinch. And then we just have these wires that are here to deal with. So what we can do for that is bend that one that way, this one, and then we can just bend it up. This one we can just bend around and give it a little clip. And we'll just make a little tiny loop in this one. Okay, so we're just going to bring this one around, make a little loop. You don't need much of a loop, just a little one. So we have a little loop on the end of that one. And then we want to get it around here again. So just see which side looks best. The nicer side you can have sticking out. And then we're just going to bring this one around, just all the way around. And this one we're going to do slightly different. So just make sure you've got your shape of your hoop. This one we actually want to do like perpendicular to the piece, and then you might have to like kind of use your pliers to make it more round. So we're just going to bring it in like that. If you have to kind of rotate these ends, if they've twisted, line these up the best you can, and then this is your kind of basic shape for the hoop. You might have to play around with it a bit to get it more round. And you can make them bigger and do bigger loops if you like. So for this one, I want to make a wire that will go through the ear. So this is actually silver. This is Argentian silver that can go through your ear. So what I would want to do for that is make a little bit of a loop thing. So I'm going to take this. We want to leave enough to go in your ear. And then we're just going to take this and I want to bend it like around like that. And actually we're just going to bend it a little bit more so it's going to be easier to close. And then we're going to scoop it through these 4 wires so it's centered. And I'm going to finish the curve here, just close it up a little bit. And I want to twist it around so it's quite tight. So this is going to be a little bit tricky. So we're just going to pull that so it's quite tight. We can push it in a little bit because we want it to be like really secure. And then we can take this wire, wind it around 2 or 3 times. So we're just going to wind that one around here. So we just wound it twice, and we're going to clip it. And the idea is that this can go through your ear. So what we want to do is we're going to tighten that up a little bit more so it's not too wobbly. So just take your flat pliers and twist it a little bit more. Just like flick of the wrist, twist it around. This will just tighten it up so it's going to sit nicely in place. We're going to do that. And then this part, we want to kind of make a hook thing that's going to go through your ears. So I'm just going to get the round pliers. I'm going to make a kind of a hoop thing. Be easier with some larger round pliers. So it also kind of depends on the thickness of your ear. You can make it how you like. We're just going to make it like a little loop. So here, to have it a little bit even, I'm just going to take this and bend it out a little bit. And then this one, this loop, we're just definitely going to have to bend it up. So we're going to bend that one up here. That one would go here. And then you make this one any length you want. So we're just going to trim it a little bit. I've got it like a 1/4 inch there. You'll have to file that or use a wire reamer. We're going to close the loop a little bit more. If you have a mallet, you can always harden this piece. You can give it a little tap with the mallet. So you want to make sure there's enough tension on that. Push it in if you have to. And then you would just to put it in your ear, put that through your ear, and then lift it and push it in like that. And this would just sit in your ear like that. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.